I'm so tired of store-bought tortilla, I'm gonna do it myself. Boom! These are all of the ingredients we need for our flour-based tortillas. Flour, baking powder, salt, butter. Okay, let's start with our flour, 4 cups. We're gonna go ahead and add in our baking powder and our salt. Let's just give that a little stir with the whisk. Now, whether you're using large, shortening, unsalted butter, just make sure this is at room temperature, okay? Otherwise, if you're putting it in and it's rock hard, that's not good. So let's get that out. And now we're just gonna start crumbling this and bringing it together, okay? Now, next, let's slowly add in our hot water, okay? A little bit at a time. Now you'll see everything's starting to get nice and sticky. So we're going to take this right out of our bowl. I'll set this aside for a second. As long as your surface has been clean, you're fine. So let's go ahead and take this right out of the bowl. We're going to get a little bit of, so here we go. Begin. There we go. We just needed to get our hand free. And now our hand is a little free. We're good. Okay. And then this is how our dough, our flour tortilla should be finished. Bring in just a touch of olive oil on top. Bring our bowl back in and lay it down. Now we've got our plastic wrap. We're going to lay down on top. Just seal it in there around the bottom. Okay. And we're going to leave that alone for about 20 minutes. Okay, everybody, there is our flour tortilla. It's all set to be portioned out. Now, one of the reasons I'm making this at home is I'm tired of not being able to find the right size tortilla for when I'm making my burritos. I'm tired of the stuff falling out and breaking and stuff, so I said, I'm doing it myself tonight. Let's start out with some flour. Make sure it's on your rolling pin, okay? Nice and dusted up everywhere. We'll even get some on our surface, okay? And then I'm going to bring in for a closer look in a minute. Have a wet towel on the side, so as you portion all the balls, because I'm going to show you, I'm going to portion one and do one, but then I'm going to portion everything else out, and then just cover them with a damp towel as you're working, and then roll one at a time, until we get a stack, and then we're going to go ahead and cook them. So I'll show you one. Now, depending on how big you want to make them, you've got your nice dough here, okay? So that's our dough again, right there, all set. You can simply pull up and pinch. Now, some would say the size of a golf ball, not even close for me on the size of the tortilla that I want. So just tear it off like that, okay? Give it a little roll in our flour, okay? Almost like you're working with pizza dough, but remember here, we're gonna be making these very thin, paper thin, okay? So let's get those out. All we're gonna do is roll halfway forward, halfway back. Halfway forward, halfway back. You can turn it if you'd like and do the same, or you can simply turn your rolling pin, but always halfway, 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 okay? You can see that's getting a little bit thinner from where we want it, but these have got to be almost razor thin, okay? And we're just going to keep working it like this. Now, you say, do they need to be circles? I don't know why. They're always making the tortillas in circles. I think they could be making them in squares or rectangles, but wait until you see the size I could be rolling these guys out to. Let's just take a look. Basically, you're going so thin that once you've rolled them, if they're thin enough, you're going to be able to see through to your cooking surface, your countertop, whatever you might be doing it on. Personally, I don't think they need to be circles. I'm rolling this into a burrito. First and foremost, make sure it fits all my stuff. Okay, I think that looks the level of thinness that we're looking for. Oh yeah, look at that. I can almost work it a little bit, but I've got to be careful because it's so thin. We certainly don't want that to rip, but I think you can take a look and see how thin that guy is right there. We're not going to turn him up in the air because it would certainly rip as the thinner it gets, but I'm just going to give it a little bit more on the edges. Get that right out on all the sides, okay? There we go. That guy's going to be good. We're going to move him aside right now. As you can see, I'd actually like to bake it right away, but for now I'm just going to lay it down flat in there, and I'm going to portion out everything else. So I'll bring you in for a closer look on those. I'd simply lift up my dough. I'd pinch it off right in there. Give it a little toss in our flour. I said before, I was tired of those sizes of the tortillas being either small or I couldn't find the perfect size. So I'm about to show you the Uncle Drew size tortilla. Anyone remembers the movie Uncle Buck when he was making pancakes and he had to use the big shovel to flip it? Prepare for what's about to happen. One thing I can assure you of, this thing's gonna be massive because I want all of my stuff to get inside my burrito. I want space in there. I think you're starting to see what's developing here. You'll notice I'm going about halfway one way, halfway the other. So I push away half, pull in half, as we're trying to get this the same thickness everywhere. I've had more requests to make another pizza and throw that dough up in the air, but this you got to be so careful with because it's thinner than thin crust pizza. So we certainly don't want this to tear while I'm doing this. But I saw them do this in Vegas, of course. They do it all over the world, pizza places, but Pin Up Pizza, one of my favorites out there. They make this really thin. Should have taken my watch off actually because it keeps getting caught on there, which isn't good. Where's that light? I've been known to hit that light above my head with a few different things a couple of times, but just not the way I want right there. But it is very thin. You can see, look at that air layer. We've got an air pocket, which means that's good. That's what I've wanted. So just gonna finish out that end a little bit. As I say, it's not a pizza crust. How the hell do I get that on there now? But we gotta be careful when we put this in the oven. You gotta watch this. If you put it in the oven or air fryer, wherever you might be baking it, you do not want this crispy. If you get it crispy, you screw the whole thing up. So anyway, I'm gonna be careful I don't tear it. I'm gonna remove that watch and pull this guy up real quick. Okay. I'm using 2 trays, as you can see, because Uncle Drew's tortilla is very big. I just said that, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. Spread it out around the edges. It's great. And I don't think it fits. I wish I had a tray big enough. I think I have a tray that's big enough. Oh, Uncle Drew, yes, sir! Why didn't I think of this before? This is perfect. Okay, we've got our rack. We've got our rack. This could be good. Just, no, don't F it up now, boy. Don't F it up now. Okay, real quick. Quick. Yeah, we made it. Okay, whoo! Oh, that's gonna be A tortilla and a half. Look at this guy. What a perfect fit. Yes, guy. Okay, got it hanging over the edges. Okay, in the oven it goes. We're gonna have to keep our eyes on this guy. Hey Google, set a timer, 2 minutes.
2 minutes, and that's starting now.
So, I've only got a couple of minutes here, so I'm gonna show you something. If you do want these tortillas in perfect circles, different sizes, and you weren't able to roll them out, okay? That's not good. Unfortunately, this is gonna slide on me, but we gotta do what we gotta do here, okay? Okay, once you've got your tortilla laid out, depending on the size you want, take a plate, simply cut around very carefully. We've already got it thinned out to where we want. Okay, and you're thinking, is this a lot of work, Uncle Drew, for a tortilla? You could just go to the store and buy them. No, we're not doing that. So take that away, and all of a sudden you've got a perfect tortilla, okay? This is our big one. This is Uncle Drew's tortilla. We just made it, so it's still, you can see how it's still soft, which is really good, okay? It's cooked all over, which is really nice. We can work with this guy. Look at that, he's bending. Absolutely. Okay, so that's good. We're going to take it from the middle, put it back on the tray. We're going to finish up right here. Our tortilla looks like in there, cooking away. Nice air pocket. We're going to pull it out. Oh, I'm trying to make frickin' tortillas and I can say never again. What a freaking nightmare tonight was. Look at this. My Uncle Buck size one. I don't even know what the hell this is. I mean, look at this. It's thick on one end, it's thin here, it's torn in the middle. I mean, it's bendable. Can I fold it? Sure, but am I going to waste good chicken and burrito mixture in that? Not a freaking chance. This guy's really nice, okay? They are, majority of them came out nice, I'll say that, okay? They're really good, they're flexible, that's the way we want. See that guy? When they're bendable like this, your tortilla, and you're going to be making a nice burrito, that's a good thing. I mean, look, these guys are good, okay? These guys are really good, but how's this guy? Yeah, this guy's okay. He's a little smaller, but bendable, flexible, okay? Guy's a little bit thicker, but still okay. That's almost closer to a pita bread. That's good, but look, I'm not gonna lie to you and not show you what's behind the camera. Look, hard as rock, overcooked, broken, overcooked. Broken, undercooked. It's gonna be really hot, but that guy's okay. He's really hot, but he's okay. Oh yeah, see, I can make a nice burrito out of that guy. That's what happens. We get distracted sometimes. It tastes fine. They actually taste really good. They do. They taste really good. It's tortilla. Tastes good. Okay, well, maybe I'll just cook these right through, burn them, make nachos out of them. Now that's an idea. We're gonna try that. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it right now. Okay, everybody, Uncle Drew's back. You know what? I thought about it. We are not wasting. We are not wasting, okay? No. Things didn't go exactly as planned. It's okay. I just thought how we're gonna salvage some of these, okay? So, pretty simple. It just took me getting a little frustrated, a little PO'd, but watch this. What I've decided to do, take the tortilla that didn't work out, a little bit of olive oil, diced them up, in the air fryer they go, and I'm gonna make little mini tortilla, mini nachos. Something is gonna come out, it's gonna be crispy, it's gonna be good. Hang on a second. See if we can save that guy too. I think we can. You know what? This is turning out really well. I didn't expect this. I forgot. I've got avocado sauce already made in the fridge. Let's test it out. This just saved the day. This makes me feel better now. I didn't waste them. This is incredible. What a save. What a save! Check this out. We're just getting better by the minute. These are incredible. I can't believe I only just thought of that right at that moment. As if I was in a boxing fight tonight. I'm tired, I'm cut, I'm bleeding. The making of the tortillas was not perfect early on. I thought I was going to be in trouble. I was in trouble, actually. The big, massive one didn't turn out like I had hoped. But I did come away with some really nice tortillas. I've got some nice tortillas. See, when they're all floppy like that, that's good. That means we can roll them for our burritos later on. What you see here, though, is I was waving the towel. I was waving the flag. Uncle Drew was saying, it wasn't my night. He said, I'm burning things, I'm overcooking, I'm undercooking. I couldn't get it right, I was getting distracted, I wasn't focused. So just as I was about to throw these out that were broken down and not looking good, thought came to my mind, and I said, wait a second. I brushed them with some olive oil, I diced them up, and I started baking them in the air fryer. So now I've got fresh tortilla chips. They might not be flat for burritos, but I'll tell you what, these taste good. I'm going to be able to use sour cream, salsa. I've got some guacamole I'm sure I can whip up really quick. So this saved the day. So the whole point of this is, even when things are not going perfect, because look, if I was on TV on MasterChef tonight, I probably would have fired myself, or I would have been yelling at the TV. But I figured out a way to save them. This, excuse me, the labor of love was not wasted. So I would say, if you like what you saw, you might have a few laughs out of what you saw, depending on what I decide to edit and post out of this. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Uncle Drew's Kitchen. Boom!